we have to see. I mean, panel, a lot of the times wrong, a lot of the times right as well. We have to see in this one whether Amar was right or wrong when it comes down to OG playing against his old friends. Let's see what's going to happen. Good luck, have fun in the chat already.
My dear teammates. Well, you know, it really is maybe a little bit of a homecoming for him, and he definitely wants to show his best, right?
Most definitely. Like, this is also a lot of pride in this one. And look at Amar tipping Yuragi. He started it. ATF means always tip friends.
Ah.
So, looking at the lineups, OG, a bit of a slower lineup, a lot of greed on their side, I would say. Having Invoker, Slark, Enigma, like all these three cores, they need a lot of time to come online. On the other side, Nigma, very tempo, very early-oriented draft that has a lot of tower damage. We've seen Amar play Sven a couple of times already, and it's going to be a lot of damage coming out early on. These heroes are very strong in the laning stage. Panel talked about Sumail, how he played the Dead Prophet the other day. It was pretty much flawless.
Yeah, so it looks like he might have to put up another flawless performance to beat OG. It just seems like this team, from what we've been seeing from OG, have been pretty much perfect. And if you're making a mistake against them, well, it kind of ends up like they take advantage quite a bit.
For sure. This bottom lane, Enchantress, Kuro's specialty against Enigma and Tiny. Taiga has been really on point with his Tiny, like what he's been doing with the creep wave the other day, pulling away. Not again.
Oh my. It's every time.
Like 5 or 6 games where Invoker tries to do the same thing and misses that creep. It's just, I think at one point you just need to stop. It's not working out.
Everybody's trying it. Somebody's gonna get it. I think we're like 1 for 6, right? In the last like 2 play days.
I'm gonna go back, watch the replays where Invoker has been played on a mid as an Exort and see how many missed Sunstrikes we had.
Yeah, because it seems like that creep is 100% deny every time. It really is hilarious how common that is. Top lane we're looking at right now, Misha and Yuragi. This does feel like a lane with a couple levels OG could be aggressive with. I'm not sure how easy the kills are going to be, especially once
they can get the kills
snowball.
in this one. I don't think Slark cares too much about this lane because Lycan doesn't provide you with any kill threat. It's going to be like maybe Rubik if Misha gets blocked by shards with the tag team, even with the snowball. Wolves damage, Lycan as well. We'll see, but I think Yuragi is definitely fine in this lane when it comes down to farming.
There's the pounce already. That'll leash up GH, so getting a couple stacks in this Essence Shift already at 4, and you can see the damage that GH is taking, and that's the combo we were just alluding to. Bottom lane, DM and Taiga. We have seen some great micro DM performances, and I've been impressed with like his Enigma, his Broodmother, both up there for sure.
He definitely knows how to control more than one unit.
Yeah, you maybe what?
I
6, 7
remember,
units?
Yeah. I remember back in the days I could control more than one back in 2007, and then it suddenly just stopped. Most of us are kind of used to controlling that one hero. It gets difficult. Chat knows the pain.
Ask me how many times I've ever controlled more than one.
None.
Yeah. I get an illusion rune and I panic.
Send it so it dies immediately.
Get it out of here.
Leash again on Tusk, but Rubik not close enough to use the lift.
Yeah, Misha was trying to potentially get that lift, already got the pound, so it would have been still close on the kill. I'm not sure if he would have gotten it, but still the harassment is not going to be that great for GH, and GH is now going over towards mid. He's got 2 mangoes, so they'll have the snowball as well as the shards. BZM's also sitting quite low here.
BZM is getting in a really tough spot right now, especially with the rotation from GH. Sumail 17 and 10. King is back against 7 and 3 on Invoker.
There's been 0 kills, 2K net worth lead for Nigma too. Like, that's insane this early on. 3 minutes in.
Strong start. You have this Sven, who doesn't have a point in cleave yet, but they did use a Stormhammer on his Eidolons to be able to get some extra last hits there. I'm a little worried for this mid lane.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be that good, and Yeah, all the lanes right now aren't looking that great for the side of OG. The only one that is staying on par is Yuragi on the Slark, and well, we'll see what that ends up turning into, because when you've got Sven and Death Prophet free farming, especially if Sumail really dominates the lane, first EXO could be an objective, and OG's map could start to shrink very quickly.
Yeah, if they open up the map, if they kill a tier 1 tower on the mid lane, on the top lane, we'll see the rotation from Nigma Galaxy on a mid lane once that Prophet hits that level 6 with the catapult as well. See Invoker level 4. That Prophet already hit 5, so that means 3 charges on Spirit Siphon. Has a full Falcon Blade being delivered right now.
Wow, yeah. Sumail doing everything he can to make sure this mid lane is an advantage here for the side of Nigma. Taiga taking some damage, and that Centaur's chasing, but tossing it back, and I think this is still going to be first blood, and it will be. So Kuroki running him down has that last impetus shot, getting a kill on the Tiny. Nigma opened the boards up, and yeah, flashed 3K for a second. It's going to get back up there. Man, I don't know the last time I've seen a lead from just farming like this.
Yeah, they've been farming the Eidolons, and Misha trying to help on the mid lane, but this is not your like high impact position 5 this early on that can't do as much. You can't refill Invoker's bottle because he doesn't have one.
Snowball,
shard
perfect
block.
shards, and BZM, he throws down an ice wall, but it doesn't do anything for him, so GH gonna get a kill. It is really just the perfect start, and I don't want to harp on it too much. I don't want to reiterate that point, but this is exactly what they need right now.
It's a difficult one. Like we talked about OG having a greedy draft, and they're already down 3,000. Mind Control's having a free farm. Pretty much every single core is having one, and Kuroki off to a good start. Taiga, I don't think he's going to be able to find the openings. Both supports and OG, they definitely need levels to make stuff happen.
Last time, I mean, you saw Taiga on this Tiny, it felt like he was moving around the map so fluidly, and honestly, this game is completely different. He's got 8 mangoes and a windlace, but hasn't found any opening opportunities for him and the rest of OG.
Yeah, it looks like he found a mango tree, considering the amount of mangoes that he has on that
Sumail
Tiny.
moving forward, and there's 3 heroes here. They've got the double damage. They'll have the toss. The ice wall's down. The snowball coming in. Sumail, he'll drop.
That's a big kill.
Yeah.
Double damage definitely helped out. He tried to use the Spirit Siphon, gets the toss, gets the Cold Snap, and BZM looking at his item build. He wants to get Hand of Midas. It's recovery time. Might change his mind. He's one of the invokers that I've seen that does tend to get different items when things like if the laning stage goes really bad, something that Stormstormer also does.
Right.
If he feels like he needs an item, he will get that drums just to be able to help out the team be a bit more active.
And Amar is just cleaning up every single Eidolon. They're going to TP down towards bottom. They've got the telekinesis. Amar here with the avalanche, and the control is there for the moment, but
Tiny only with the Windlace doesn't have
Yeah.
enough movement speed.
Meanwhile, mid, they get BZM. They've used this exorcism, and that's going to be right on the tier 1 tower. So one of the things I was going to note about Sumail dying in that point over mid, it was lucky he didn't just pop Exo. We've seen that so many times from Death Prophets, right? Where they, like...
He kept it.
Yeah.
It was about whether he's going to live, and look at the GH holding the creeps. So all the exorcism damage goes into a tower. Oh no, Amar.
Bottom lane tossed in the air. Stormhammer, but the Eidolons with Taiga will finish off this Sven. They do lose their tier 1 over mid, but getting a kill on both Sumail and Amar is a good way to try and hold them close. EZM though, what do you do? Obviously you said he wants that recovery Midas, but this is a tough call.
They need those tossbacks underneath the towers to get some extra damage. DM is level 6, has Black Hole available. Kara will run away.
Yeah, using that Wild Wing to throw a Hurricane at Misha to push him back, and now even slowing DM. The damage is onto this Enigma. Doesn't have another Hurricane to continue the chase on, and that level 2 and the impetus from the early goings from this Enchantress, it hurts.
It really does. We've seen different builds on Enchantress. I like this one because he didn't need to put some points in Nature's Attendance. Amar was having a free farm. He was not getting harassed too much, which does allow Enchantress to scale. Yuragi now in jungle. He can't afford to go for anything greedy, so going into Echo Saber, which he will most likely disassemble, get the Aghanim Scepter after that. But in terms of farm, he is up there, very close to Sumail. and
for
the
sure.
Mar
Ooh,
and the Black Hole.
Bottom lane, Sun Strike, that'll land, and Amar, Stormhammer, but the Eidolons again, they have the damage to get the kill. DM trying to TP out. Sumail not having the damage to finish off this Enigma in return. So back-to-back kills on Amar, and that'll put Yuragi ahead of the enemy carry.
OG's doing so much, especially with the situation they're in. This huge net worth lead, only a couple of minutes into the game. Did really set them back, but they are able to get the kills. Now they got the 3 kills. 2 of those were on Amar. So try to slow him down. Looking at the ancient stacks, there are none for Amar. Big camp is stacked once.
Yeah, it's all on cores so far from OG, and that's what's kept this at a 3K net worth lead. I guess the question is now, they've got Exorcism again for Nigma. Do they want to push a tower, and which one? Because I think if getting another tower will shrink the map on OG and make them feel even more uncomfortable, right? So
they don't need to use it for the top tower because it's super low. Someone leaves the lane, but they just smoked underneath the ward.
And they're going to head bottom. That's probably, yeah, the best call here to try and get that tower. But the scan hits, the smoke hit, is seen. So OG should retreat far enough back where they're A-okay. They don't have Black Hole for 2 minutes, though. I don't know what they do to stop a push like this. Double damage also sitting bottom. So, GH searching. They're not going to find anything. And they're just going to have Sumail sit here bottom, maybe go to the Exorcism. They took the top tier one, like you said, with nobody blocking it out. Mind Control is able to just push through it. Good spot right now for Nigma, right? Like, OG feels like they're doing all the right things, but is it enough?
With this type of a lineup, you have a Rubik who is level 4. He is bringing something with the courier. It's going to be Tome. Your Tiny is level 5. Tiny not as much like dependent with the levels as some other position 4. So if he gets a toss back, he doesn't rely on getting the ulti. It's not a big impact for him. And Exos will be popped with that siege creep. So they want to put some pressure here. DM, no Black Hole for a full minute.
So let's see if they can hold this. It's going to be tough. I know the combo that they're looking for is like Malefice, Telekinesis with the Avalanche toss under the tower, but moving up that far is a little bit dangerous for them. You can see DM, Misha, and Taiga just hesitant about moving into range while Exorcism's going off. And they're going to get the tower. Well, let's see if it's denied. It is not. So, easy trio of towers so far for Nigma. Like, this is going really well for them.
4K gold lead. Amar has been farming in the jungle, pops that ulti, has been stacking for himself as well, going into Echo Saber next. Pretty standard Sven build. Nowadays we don't see too much of a Sven. Slark going for the same one, no Mask of Madness, but just finished the Echo Saber, needs to get the courier done.
If you're OG, what's your timing right now? You're 4K behind. You're trying to farm up more. Obviously, you've got Midas on BZM, so he's trying to recover a little bit. But, like, what items are you looking for? Are you forced to fight at this moment?
It's all about the delaying, not to lose too much map advantage. They did lose 3 towers, but they will go for the smokes, try to go for the pickoffs. This Slark, he can be the one who's carrying the games, but he needs, like, 3-4 items to be able to get in and out of the fight multiple times. Mind Control. Let's see if he spots things out. They found Sumail.
Yeah, they found Sumail by himself. 4 heroes here. Toss up into the air. BZM's got the kill. Mind Control. He eludes the dire side, but Sumail not so fortunate.
This is exactly the type of ganks that they need to go for. Kill the big target, maybe force an Exo, maybe force a shapeshift, so they don't have that for 2 minutes, and then still delay the game. It's all about the delay for OG, while Nigma, they need to find, like, they did play really well for the first 10 minutes of the game. They did take those 3 towers, but they need to make something else happen. Roshan's going to be on the menu relatively soon for them. As soon, like, they don't even need Exo level 2. Like, once Sven ulti, you have even just a point in tag team. Lycan with who's going for Vlad's pretty standard build in the Helm of the Overlord next, so you have the sustain, definitely. All it takes is to get 1 or 2 kills at the top part of the map and turn that into Roche for Nigma.
So, taking that bottom tier 1, kind of looking like a little bit of a blessing in disguise for DM. He's gotten a lot of space since then to just farm up. He's caught up to Mind Control. His Eidolons aren't just constantly being farmed. And he's got himself Guardian Greaves in a couple of creeps. But I feel like there's maybe this pressure on DM to land a significant black hole in these fights.
For now, I think he's fine with just getting 1 or 2 man black hole. That's going to be okay. And you see a bit of a lack of damage against Yuragi. There's no big AoE that he's afraid of, so he's been sitting at 0-0-0. Not the ideal thing for Slark. You would definitely want to get some essence shifts going, but most importantly, they didn't die. Sumail still smoked. Now they want to push the top tower. Exo's back online.
By the way, BZM picking up another double damage. I swear every power rune so far this game has been double damage.
It can be, but it looks like it.
Right? Maybe it's just the most noticeable one when it pops up on the feed, but...
Oh, the Skelly Bros. Look at all that extra damage. Like, Lycanwolf has plus 30 damage just from the skeletons.
They almost get this tower. They're still committing with the Exorcism. Yuragi going into this fight is going to be a little bit dangerous with how much health he's already lost, but they're going through. They've got themselves the black hole. The snowball comes in. That's going to hit onto 3. They got the kill on a Sumail, and they keep the tower alive.
This should be another one.
Yeah, Pounce leashing that land. Sunstrike not even needed. So a double kill here for Misha and a big hold for OG. All of a sudden, the net worth lead is only 1,000 gold.
These type of fights, like this one, was very important for Nigma to get the tower and maybe get a kill and get out of it. So keeping the net worth even with the lineup like this, like we see this black hole only on 1, and Taiga finding the right opening.
Doesn't leash mind control, but they've got the telekinesis. He's still running with the shapeshift. Now turning or thinking about going back in. Snowball on a Misha, Walrus Punch. They'll get the kill onto this Rubik. And Taiga, well, the shards locked him in. So this is going to be 2 here for Nigma. Getting
I think
both
it's Roche time.
supports.
They just got the 2 kills, something that I mentioned, like get a kill near the Roshan pit, turn that into Roche immediately. Taiga did pick up the Blink Dagger, so he's fine. He did find openings involved in 5 out of 6 kills. Good tossbacks. This one, let's see who decides to pick it up, whether it's going to be Sumail, because he's been killed 3 times so far, so I would assume it would go to him.
Oh!
Yeah, he gets it. Actually snatches it. BZM.
Perfect Sunstrike. I mean, now they have a net worth lead with that kill on Roche.
He might not, was not able to get the first Sunstrike on a creep, but he got the most important one. He stole the Roach with it.
Yeah, that's the biggest creep you can get. That was perfect. He went Midas into the Boots of Travel. He's been moving around the farm. Going into the BKB is his first big item. Pounce now leashing onto GH, trying to use those shards to get some distance away from Yuragi. Also throws the snowball. Meanwhile, at the same time, Kuroki's going down to BZM over in the bottom lane. They had 4 heroes set up to get that kill.
OG's buying time. You see, we've seen Stormstormer, how annoying he is on his Invoker once he picks up the Boots of Travel and the Blink Dagger. And now Yuragi, he understands that he can go for these solo pickoffs, try to force a rotation.
Yeah, I don't even know if at this point it's buying time. It feels like, honestly, OG are kind of stealing time from the faulty plan of Nigma.
Definitely. Yuragi picked up that Diffusal Blade, so having a little bit of extra slow, a little bit of damage that he can't go for these solo pickoffs. Bottom tier 2 tower is going to fall. You would definitely not expect OG to take a tier 2 tower before Nigma's lineup.
No, not at all, considering their tier 1s were taken immediately.
Toss. Onto the creep. Nicely done combo.
Yeah. Sunstrike again. That one's going to land.
Having that enchant stolen. Tier 2 tower is gone. Yuragi does have ulti, so he can always get out of the trouble.
Tumbler's Toy, stolen snowball, bringing Yuragi forward. Exorcism pop. Taiga comes in with the avalanche. They've done some damage onto these heroes' shards. But the toss back to BZM. That's going to keep the Rubik safe, but Taiga not going to be so fortunate. The Crypt Swarm, that gets the kill on a Taiga. The Sun's going to be thrown out. They've got the Snowball going in on Amisha. Tornado lands on 3 heroes. And now the Snowball the other way, the one that he stole. They still don't have that kill. The Black Hole, it's only going to be on OMR. But is it going to be enough to really salvage the fight here for OG? Nobody dead just yet. They get the kill on Amisha. They'll take out this Rubik. They'll look over at DM. Down goes this Enigma. And 3 heroes dead on the side of OG. Nigma somehow come out unscathed.
That was a very risky move, pulling in Slark like that with the snowball.
Yeah.
It was a good steal from Rubik. He went in, Taiga saved him with the toss back, but they needed to fall back because they popped the EXO, and now Yuragi. Every single time he has ulti, he can be anywhere on the map and not care about many things.
Yeah, he's playing aggressive. I think he's starting to feel the pressure of him needing to really bump up, right?
There isn't a spell that he's afraid of. Amar will get a Blink Dagger eventually, but he can dodge the silence, he can dodge the snowball, he can't really be instant stun. So Yuragi understanding that this is the type of a game that he needs to play.
Shard. Who's that for? I saw it on the courier for a split second, I missed it.
Well, I'm not gonna do the work for you, like check it yourself.
Right. It's Rubik,
it's gonna be Rubik. So this is gonna push people out of trouble. It's a good one. It's a good way of saving people. This shard has been so popular. I mean, Rubik has been one of the most popular heroes.
I kind of like the versatility that you can have with a Rubik, even though, you know, we see shard on and off. Sometimes the gold is saved. Like we've been talking about Aether Lens or Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, that kind of build.
Ooh, DM. They almost got him. Amar.
Oh, Stormhammer at the last second! Oh, Snowball. They've got the Walrus Punch. They'll knock him out.
Mind Control has been on point with his Wolves, scouting things out, and now this Helmet of the Dominator creep, they don't really have that damage. Like, no one's gonna focus the Dino. But looking at the mid lane, and speaking of the runes, you said it, double damage.
What is this?
It's up.
It's everyone.
Gotta get denied. EXO available in 5 seconds, still holding Aegis for 50. It's time to go for high ground for Nigma. This is their bread and butter, pretty much. They need to get in and get stuff done now.
Yeah, this is a big spot for them. I think getting this tier 3 tower and opening up the high ground is going to secure them a bit of an advantage to...
Misha has stolen Crypt's form. He's been stealing like different spells. It's not the greatest analysis coming out from me, but yeah, he pushes out, kills the waves instantly, and that's what they need to do. I think he needs to be like out there somewhere, potentially just die. Again, delay as much as possible. They need this BKB on Enigma. Once you get that, he's really not afraid of too many things. Maybe if he lands it like right in front of him and Tusk gets to get the Walrus Punch off, but other than that, or if he's low HP, that Prophet has Exorcism running. Smoke.
Oh. Off the Aegis expiring. I feel like that's a little bit unexpected. You kind of see that from the other team, right? Like, they've timed Roche, they smoke when it expires.
Not in this game, because OG, they don't have the Black Hole for another 10. They also want to finish off this Aghanim Scepter on Slark, but let's see who's going to be the one opening things up. GH has a Blink Dagger, but they use the scan. Whenever you know that, whenever you see that they're using scan, you know something's up, and Taiga is the ward on a hill.
Misha, and now Yuragi spotted. Blink, Walrus Punch going for the snowball the other way. Wow, actually hit it onto the Slark to get the kill to Misha. It's not going to be enough to go after Yuragi, but a pick off nonetheless for Nigma. Nicely done. Ooh, Yuragi also still playing pretty far forward. Like you said, he's very comfortable having that ult. But can Nigma take advantage of Yuragi's aggressive forward play?
Taiga tosses Amar back.
Sunstrike?
Ooh, down to half HP.
Yeah, Amar needs to be just a bit careful. Alright, never mind. He's turning it around. Toss isn't going to matter. Avalanche lands post-death, and Amar gets a kill there onto Taiga. Chisels him down to death.
Bottom lane has been pushed in by BZM. He DPs back to safety. Now does have that Blink Dagger and the BKB. So, no real BKB piercing abilities on their side. Yes, Sven, once he goes in with God's Strength, the same goes for Dead Prophet. And looking at the odds from esportsbet.io, heavily favoring OG in this one.
In this, I don't know. This game right now, it's certainly in Nigma's hands. I don't even agree with these Dota Plus odds. I think
it's Enigma for sure. Like, this is Gaimin loving the Black Hole. We've seen it turn around so many games throughout the Dota history.
Yeah.
Really? They can't really find. Like, they still haven't used EXO to go for the high ground. I guess next on the menu will be second Roche.
It's
Aegis
not too far off, potentially.
plus a shard.
Yeah.
I like what Amar's going for. He wants Shadow Blade. He wants to be able to punish people pushing the side waves. Side lanes are going to be in trouble, especially Invoker.
Ooh.
Big damage.
And then healed back up. It's still nice to look at, though. Who do you give the shard to if you get it on Nigma? Just potentially the Lycan? Just give him the Summon Wolves upgrade?
Sumail bought one for himself already, so he's not going to get it. I guess so. I guess you want to push out the waves, so give it to Lycan.
I don't think it's the worst idea. DM on the backlines. Who they go to the Stormhammer. DM tries to get the Guardian Greaves off to save Misha. But no retreat from that fight. I thought maybe he'd jump in and go for the black hole, but without the BKB, I almost want to say he wants to save it as long as he can. Maybe try to get to the BKB before he uses it again, because having it on cooldown, Black Hole is really one of those spells that has omnipresence.
A BKB does allow him to take a fight inside the Roche. It's not the easiest Enigma game if he's fighting outside his own base for a moment, because there is so much damage. Like, you can get hit by shards, hit by wolves, cancel your Blink Dagger, and then you're not going to be able to land a good Black Hole. But OG doing a very good job just delaying the game as much as they can.
And so Roche is up. There it is.
2 wards placed by OG. Taiga, before he died, managed to place 2 Observer wards, so he's going to scout things out inside their triangle and also potential TP rotations to Tier 1 tower.
Amar, he doesn't have buyback if he drops here. Blink, Avalanche, Sunstrike, and Misha's here. They don't get the kill on Amar just yet. He goes into the Shadow Blade. He's on the run. The sentry's not placed quickly enough as Yuragi now silenced thanks to the upgrade on this shard with the Spirit Siphon. Trying it around, the Dark Pact, the pounce, the leash onto Kuroki, while on the other side of the fight, they get the kill on Misha. They'll take out this Rubik. They look over at Taiga again. Kuroki, eventually, he's going to fall. There's just too many heroes here from the side of OG to get this kill, especially with the Essence shift stacking up. Yuragi's got himself 19 on the Essence shift.
Yeah, he needs to get in and out of the fight multiple times. I praised this Shadow Blade on Amar, and this one got him out of the trouble this time. Next time, OG will be ready with some dusts.
Yeah, they try to drop some sentries, just not quick enough. Yuragi's right behind them. Ooh, this could pinch really well for OG. Yeah, it's going to. It looks like it's going to. They've got the Silence still on to BCM. He pops the BKB. They don't have the vision. He goes into the Ghost Walk. Misha's here. Telekinesis. He's on the run. BCM is going to re-engage on this. They'll still be able to get the kill on a GH. Exorcism is going to be popped by Sumail. Going after Misha. BZM over to the side with a salve, trying to heal up as much as he can. Grip Swarm lands. DM behind him. Guardian Greaves used, healing up this Invoker even more. There's the blink in. The Malphus onto Sumail. Sumail doesn't have any mana, and now he might not have any life. The Aeon Disc is going to keep him alive. It will for now, but Sumail is still trying to run. The Cold Step was on him too. Yuragi goes into the ult. Kuroki now over to the side. Yuragi, he's got himself 33 stacks in the Essence shift. That's 99 agility for him.
Does have a depth shroud as well.
Leash. Now the damage on a Kuroki. The Tornado comes in. It lands on a 3, but still, with a Spirit Siphon on Yuragi, it's going to fear him away once again. So these heroes on Nigma, they'll survive, and OG will start to pull the ripcord and bail out of this fight.
Oh, this could have been a disaster for Nigma. This Slark going in ham pretty much, as you said, stealing a 96 agility in this fight. Does have that depth shroud, but we can see the power of Sven. With that Shadow Blade, they almost got BZM, but BZM having that plate mail changes things a lot.
You can see the importance, too, of Sumail buying this shard, not waiting for it on the second Roche, and always having that like one charge of the Spirit Siphon available, right? How many times did he survive just because he got the fear off?
And also Aeon Disc that he assembled during the Black Hole. BZM, he will TP to the mid lane. They saw him with the Observer Ward, and now Slark smoked. Does have a gem this time around, so no more hiding underneath the shadows.
Only for him. And that's when he's got himself the Depth Shroud and the Shadow Dance. Pounce leashing Kuroki again. Just being abused by this Slark. Still has 12 on the Essence shift, so that's 36 agility. The rest of the team is behind him. They'll get Kuroki's Courier, and everybody from OG is here. They don't have Black Hole, though. So going into this fight without the Black Hole, maybe something that OG doesn't really want to commit to. You can see them kind of playing around with Nigma as they're under the ward once again. The Blink, the Tornado, the EMP, the Pounce, the Leash. It's on to Amar. The BKB's going to be popped. They'll go to the Walrus Punch. That lands on Yuragi. God Strength comes in from Amar. They've got the Fear again on the Sark. That sends them the other way. They've got the damage to get the kill on a DM. They've also taken out Misha, the Pounce, to leave. Another Pounce to get even further. They look at Roche, and with no Black Hole and no telekinesis.
I forgot I need to do my job. I'm just like watching what's happening. I thought I was at home, made myself very comfortable here in the chair. But yeah, nicely done. Amar manages to find a really good opening with the Stormhammer. And now it's going to be Sumail. Again, holding that Aegis. Does have E on disc, does have a Shard. Let's see who gets the Shard, because Lycan bought one for himself. Going into AC next. These are the type of fights that like OG needs to take, that they need to get in and out to bait potentially Exorcism, bait a BKB. Slark has been very annoying so far. Yuragi sitting at 0 deaths in this game.
Bro, don't do that, bro, please.
Now, he's been playing around. They also handed the Shard over to Sumail. They'll hold it for now. They've got Exo. They're going to go to the top tier 3. This is the high ground that they were looking to push potentially 10 minutes ago. TP's come around the horn. Yuragi, and he'll be up at the front. Shard's perfect. Yuragi blocked. It's the Alacrity. And I'm keeping an eye on him. The silence is in. They go to the Aeon Disc, popped by Sumail already. Like, the damage was there to pop it.
There's
the
the
black
black
hole
hole.
on a 2. It's onto Amar. It's onto Sumail. The Exorcism's not going to do anything anymore. Oh, no. Amar, he falls. They've got no Sven. He's dead for 65 seconds. They'll look over the Death Prophet, and it is a wombo combo that takes out the 2 heroes here on Nigma that are most important.
DM very patient, especially because he's inside the base. He does have a Slark to create chaos in the front line. And again, Taiga with the tossbacks, man. He's been really on point.
Take another look at this. Go back to live. Kuroki, he's back. GH, you need to be careful. But Yuragi, the TPs were in. It was all well played. And DM, like you said, perfect black hole.
Yeah, things are not going to get any easier for this Nigma's lineup. Playing against Enigma. Going into Refresher next. Like, he's still going to keep the buyback, probably, unless he has the goal for the whole thing. And then it's just going to be very, very difficult for Nigma to deal with this black hole.
BKB now for Yuragi. It's going to be delivered on his courier soon. Got these heroes back up for Nigma, and they did get the tier 3, but now they need to get this Sark. Oh! Pounce actually leashing and hitting Mind Control, but he's got the second one, so he'll say, see you later.
I don't see any observer boards from Nigma on the map.
No, they're all
they
pretty much
see
cleared
nothing.
up.
Slark with that gem that Misha bought for him. So he's getting some extra gold.
And that is really unfortunate. I don't know what they can do. It's just such a lack of vision. They don't really see anything, and anytime they're going to put vision up, well, they can't do anything with it. It gets cleared up immediately.
Problem is, they didn't have for a long time this instant initiation. Sven did eventually pick up a Blink Dagger, so did Tusk, but if you're fast enough, you can react to it.
They don't have the control to kill Yuragi at this time.
Oh,
it doesn't feel like it.
outside of the base, pops a BKB.
TP back, and no way to keep him still. They'll find Misha. They've got the damage. They take out the Rubik, who does that buyback. They popped Exo, so they're going to need to get more from this, and I feel like popping the Exorcism is going to put them in a position where they feel forced to go. They'll buy back on this Rubik. Yuragi again standing his ground. Ooh, Blink. Taiga this time a little bit of a misplay. Didn't get the avalanche and the toss-off. They've got him up into the air. They'll get the telekinesis from Misha to try and throw him back and save him. There's the fear from the Spirit Siphon, and the stolen Walrus Punch hits onto Sumail.
Ooh, hits the Pounce.
Leashes. Sumail in some trouble. And now going into this ulti, Yuragi's going to start chasing. The triple meteor is going to be dropped down by BZM. They've got the Walrus Punch as well as the Snowball once again with the BKB being popped here by Yuragi. Now the Blink in. Stormhammer. Telekinesis again. BZM being saved by Misha. They've got themselves the black hole once again. And this will lock down Amar. They'll get another kill out of the Sven. They'll take out Amar. They've got GH. These heroes are not surviving on Nigma.
Misha, some clutch telekinesis twice in that fight, and I can't believe Yuragi's hitting the max distance pounce like that. All they needed to do is just, again, create chaos in the front line, wait for DM to find the perfect opportunity, find Zamar during the BKB timing split. Like, fights has already been split. You see this first one, save from Misha. They get him out of the trouble. Depth Shroud as well. They have so many saving tools.
Yeah, and Yuragi landing these long-range pounces, like you said, the tornadoes coming in, the meteor, everything seems to be lining up. Sunstrike, mind control, he'll go into the shapeshift. Yuragi's actually getting a little bit low, but he goes into the ult once again. Silence lands, connects. Can they find him?
I think they will be able to get him this time.
Taiga comes over to try and get the save. They get the first kill on Yuragi, and now impetus damage, and they're right onto this Tiny. Doesn't look so big anymore, and they'll take out a second.
70 seconds without Stark. He does have a buyback, but let's see if Nigma wants to push it. Like, I think they need to. And another double damage. All I hear is double damage, but picked up by different heroes. Every second rune is DD, pretty much.
Yeah, it's 50%. It either is or isn't. 3K lead for OG, but that kill that we just saw, massive. If they can force the buyback from Yuragi, that is a clear avenue to victory.
Melee Barracks is sitting at 700 HP. I don't think OG cares too much about that barrack, but if they pop the Exo, they will just go to the mid lane and try to take the mid tower. So 50 seconds, let's see how long they can hold. DM trying to farm this refresher, getting closer and closer to it.
Would force him to buy out, though, if he wants it. And I guess him buying out might even be dependent on whether or not Yuragi holds his buyback, right? Like, if he buys back here, I would say you don't buy the refresher.
No, Yuragi doesn't buy back here.
No,
there's no way pressure. Too long.
Yeah. They're going to try and take this melee racks. It's just with Wolves as well as the Ancient Thunderhide. The Glyph. And while that's going on, BZM, he's pushing bottom. He's also got a little bit of help here from DM, so get those Eidolons started and get the push going. Like you said, they didn't care about the melee racks, and that's very evident with where OG's position on the map.
Next set of items for OG will be pretty huge. This refresher that we set on Enigma, just 1,000 gold away from it. Slark did finish off Basher. Does have Mindbreaker as well, level 20 talent. He's getting pretty big. And also Hex on Invoker. Yeah, so you will have instant initiation. You have Tornado to dispel the Eon Disc, put them in the air, land a combo with the Meteor that we've seen so many times.
That always seems like the jumping off point for a lot of these Invokers, right? Like we saw Stormstormer when he picks up the Hex, it comes with so much confidence attached to that item, right? All of a sudden, like you said, instant initiation, when you've got that blank Hex, Tornado, everything, just feels like you can be a much more aggressive Invoker. What does Sumail have? He's going Octarine, next into the Shivas. So we'll see how much that helps him out. We haven't really talked about mind control much. I feel like he's just kind of been around.
He's having I'd say almost a perfect game when it comes down to what you can do with Lycan. Picked up the shard for himself to be able to push out the wave, finished off AC, and now going into Hex. I like the pickup to be able to get that instant initiation that they've been lacking so many times in this game. Eidolons will scout things out, but not gonna see too much. There is a courier. Taiga again on this cliff.
They should understand that if that courier's coming back, he's got to be around. They're trying to get a kill here on a Yuragi. Can they kill him another time? GH over to the side. They've got a ward down. They'll get some vision nearby. Lycan's courier kind of giving away their position as well.
Oh, DM's courier just died. Amar killed it, so no refresher for 2.5 minutes.
Ooh.
It was recipe on it. They didn't know exactly where Nigma's standing.
Ooh,
initiation.
Walrus Punch, Aeon Disc, that's going to get popped. They'll go to the Snowball. It's through over to Taiga. But here comes DM with a Black Hole. It's going to be on a Sumail as well as this GH Tusk. They get the kill on Amisha. They'll take a Kuroki as well as GH. The sports are gone on the side of Nigma. They'll get the kill onto the Death Prophet with the BKB being popped here by Amar. Avalanche on a 2. They've got the lockdown. They'll kill off Amar again. Mind Control on the run in the shapeshift, but there's the blink in from Taiga. Fuels up into the air, that lines up the pounce. The Sunstrike is there, they'll kill him for the first time and complete the full team wipe.
But what a perfect execution of a fight. DM, again, finds a good black hole. This is like, because he does have a neutral item, Ninja Gear, smoked, they knew exactly where the vision is, and again, Nigma loses the last Observer wards, but this shard, this extra wolves in the lane with every creep wave is pushing the wave bottom.
They're getting the tier 3. And Disc, you should see they don't really care about it. Snowball to try and extend the life, but here comes the black hole, and it's on to 3 heroes. They got the Enchantress, they got Kuroki, Sumail surviving, but not for much longer.
Amar's definitely afraid. I mean, no, can't really blame him. You are playing against Enigma. They don't have anything to stop the black hole with. So you know that if you go in, and his damage, can we see the damage output from the heroes? I want to see how much he's been able to do so far. Misha's like, hell yeah, you only got me. Rest of the team did clean up.
I know that feeling. Hands off the keyboard for a second while you're dead.
Hands off the keyboard while you're casting a black hole. That's the best one.
Yuragi now, well, he's sitting second to the net worth. You've also got God, BCM has so much farm. I always get shocked. I feel like I look over for a second, 22,000. Look over again in like 8 seconds, 28,000. It's such fast farm from these guys. Especially BZM. Roche up in just a second. It'll be the Ag's Blessing on this Roche. So, Nigma have taken both Aegises. They didn't kill the first Roche. That was stolen by BZM with the Sunstrike. But will it put now Nigma in a position? Can they get Roche again? They're down 10,000 gold. It is really a bit of a rough spot for them. They've been resilient thus far, but their lineup was kind of on this
it was
peak timing.
Yeah, pretty much. The longer we go in this game, the lower chances of Nigma winning this game are. Can we see the Dota Plus as well? I think this is like 95-5 pretty
might
much.
have something to say.
Never mind, 22%. So it's all about the execution.
This feels like the same numbers. It was kind of close to this when they were down 5,000 on OG. There's the damage you were looking for, and look at that damage from Yuragi.
27,000. Sven sitting at 18. He's been doing okay. It's not that easy of a game. Like, he needs to get in, then the toss back, the lifts from Rubik. We've seen it so many times. And if he doesn't pop a BKB immediately, a BZM will hex him. So he needs to get a lot of things done during his BKB. Refresher done on Enigma.
BZM. Uh-oh.
No way!
That actually put GH in an awful spot. Uses the Seal Totem to get away. And they also got the silence with the BKB pop. They'll go to the black hole. It's going to be on a Mind Control as well as Kuroki. They've got the toss up into the air on a Sumail. Into the black hole. They get the kill, though, on a Taiga. He's going to buy back. They'll buy back on the Tiny. Now they'll look over as the Refresher's going to be used by DM. Can he find anybody? Abyssal Blade on a Mind Control. They'll take out the Lycan. He's also got buyback. Taiga TPing into the shrine. Oh, Amar. Stormhammer and Stormcrafter, but they've got the Fear.
No, he just bought back.
Coming through. He did just buy back. GH trying to get the kill. They'll take a Taiga again. He's going to be dead for 90 seconds. The Andisk is popped on GH. They blink forward. They got the Ice Wall down. Tornado also landing on a Sumail. Infinite shots coming out of the BZM, but here comes Amar from the back lines. They've got the silence. A couple of heroes. They've got themselves the vision. Now with the BKB, but is he going to get out?
Bash.
The Sunstrike, the black hole that was refreshed earlier in the fight to make sure, Amar, you do not get away. And Kuroki's going to be spotted too and killed once more. Looks like it. Everybody's here. Maybe GH can save, but GH saving this might just give up his life too. He's save your friend syndrome.
They're not going to go in. Sven and Dead Prophet, they need to fall back. And would you look at that? There's another double damage that just spawned. Amar will pick it up. There's way too much control on OG right now. This Enigma can do whatever he wants in a fight. I saw Mind Control using the Wolves to try to cancel the black hole, but he does have that Ninja Gear. Amar?
Oh, the timing! Amar! Yuragi's got the Abyssal Blade. Now he's got the Hex from BZM. Amar!
I'm not sure what that was. Like, he definitely can't solo kill him. The rest of the team not close. This is Slark that has 43 armor, which is 72% physical resistance. And now Alacrity on Slark that we've seen so many times so far being used. This is going to be Aghanim Scepter as well. I guess this one goes to Enigma, or they can give it to Invoker. I don't mind the Invoker. If he gets it, then they have a Black Hole plus a Cataclysm on top of it. This is... He almost has a refresher, or where's he getting the goal from?
He's just...
BZM has been, like...
He's at 30... I just said he was at 28,000, right?
He just got 6,000 from that Aghanim Scepter.
Fair, but also that still means he's at 33. Minus that Ag's Blessing.
And considering the start that he had, like, he's been really struggling. But recovery Midas. And now Amar dead for another 50 seconds. Thinking about getting a Divine Rapier, there's no way that they get to this. Alacrity Slark. He got silenced. Does have a BKB if he feels threatened.
Whoa! Almost.
Does have a cheese as well in the backpack.
Starting to ferment there.
This is a difficult hold for them.
So standing towards the front, Taiga again. There's the Hex coming through. It's onto the Tiny, but they get the kill on a Kuroki.
Double E on this proc.
Just right in on this. They'll also kill off GH. They don't have buyback. This is at least the mid set of racks. Ragi's also picking up the Essence Shift. He's at 29.
Yeah, look at the bottom lane. Mind Control managed to take down range barracks, those extra wolves, and also the Ancient Ice Shaman. The best looking guy in the game. Look at that face.
He might need a dental plan for this push. That's for sure.
It doesn't deal that much damage, but if you use it multiple times, if OG is busy doing something else. So they didn't even take the barracks. But in terms of buybacks, we do have all 3 cores from OG having a buyback, so they can't lose the next fight.
What is BZM buying at this point? He's got 5,000 gold again.
Overwhelming Blink, bots too.
I'm down. Yeah, he's going bots too. Would you... Yeah. I was going to say, would you not want the Overwhelming Blink first? I guess it's really one or the other. He's doing so much already. He's also backpacking a Refresher Orb. He's 7-slotted. Could be 9-slotted by the end of this game.
It's a 13-second cooldown on site with Octarine and Quickening Charm.
Courier. Just safe. For now. I don't know where... Okay.
Mind Control's going for some sneaky play.
Okay. Is he just gonna... Okay. Nothing on it. Aw. Cute spider.
Drop the Necro 3, the old Dota strat.
He's tagging. Where is it going?
I think he wants to steal the gem, potentially, if it's there. Yeah, I think that's what he was looking for.
Okay. It's on DM, though.
Guys, give it back. It's our gem.
You guys took it from Misha first.
Yeah, but they claimed it. Now, Misha has 1 gem. Misha's holding Kuroki's gem.
They want that gem back. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, Kuroki. Oh, boy. Yeah, you look dead on your screen already. Toss. You'll hit the ground as a corpse.
Still ages for a full minute. Yuragi.
He wants
jumps in. Wants to proc that Eon.
Yeah, he does. Walrus Punch, though. The damage. The Hex. All right, they got the Aegis out. DM, though, with the Black Hole. It's going to be on the 2 with the Cataclysm following it up. The damage. Woo! On to both of them. Taking out Sumail as well as GH. They do not have buyback.
This is game. They just, for the last 10 minutes, maybe even more, Nigma couldn't really fight back against OG. They got outmaneuvered. So many times you've seen like one of the supports from OG dying, and they're going to go for the finish.
Yeah, they're also trying to fight Sven at the same time. They've got the Black Hole once again with the BKB being popped here, but they'll bring in BZM. Meteor Hex, and there is the Tornado. dropping down, and eventually killed by Misha's Fade Bolt. No buyback. That should be all they wrote for this one. They haven't written GG just yet.
Yeah, Nigma doesn't GG out. They're waiting until pretty much the throne falls. So they still think maybe, somehow, they will have another fight. But these black holes from DM have been on point. BZM always ready with the follow-up.
Where does their opportunity come from? I don't know. They don't have a glyph anymore, so that's an issue. Thrown open, Kuroki, mind control. There's the blink in with the Malefice used. They have the Hex. They'll go to the Snowball. That's going to be a save. So 3 heroes trying to save the world here for the side of Nigma. Snowball comes in into Yuragi, but the damage coming out on a GH. They get the kill into mind control. They'll take out 2. They'll look over at Kuroki. They've got him up into the air thanks to the tornado from BZM. Kuroki, though, using that Seal Totem to jump away. They're still trying to get the kill here onto the Enchantress. Give some time for somebody to come alive, but it will never happen. And OG will take game number 1.
Waiting until the throne falls, waiting to spend as much time as they can in Division 1. They had a good draft. I think Nigma had a real...